the mouth on her.
Jeez.
I know.
Do you eat with that mouth, too, Kylie?
Wow, kiss her mother with that mouth.
Jeez. Rocker Morning Show, Kalamazoo's Rock Station, 107.7 RKR, and she's single.
No, she's not.
Well, ain't no rang. Ain't no rang. Oh, man. That just sounded horrible coming out of my own mouth.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
We need to start over. 9:30, right? Yeah.
Sure.
30% chance of showers.
Twice a day.
Cloudy with a high near 47. It's 40.
Our digital managing editor, Kayla Kiley, is sitting in. And the lovely and talented, I forgot her name already.
Erin.
Okay.
Bensinger.
Okay, all right.
Our new intern.
Yes, that's right.
From Kalamazoo College.
From K College.
Yep.
First things first, I got to go wash my car.
Yep.
And then, all right, how about some leftovers?
How about some? Health.com talked to an expert about the best things to eat and drink when you're sick. Here are 5 different things depending on what's wrong. 1, if you're nauseous, things like saltines and pretzels are best because they cut down on stomach acid, but avoid alcohol, caffeine, anything greasy, and anything spicy.
What about shrooms to make you feel better?
Yes. So funny because they just listed off my 4 favorite things: alcohol, caffeine, greasy things, and spicy things.
Okay.
2, if you're constipated, eat anything with high fiber, drink a ton of water. Or if you're the opposite, remember the acronym BROT: bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast.
Bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Remember that for your
Because I know you give your dog,
grandbabies.
you give your dog rice when it's puking all over the place.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then they puke rice all over the place.
It's easier to clean up, maybe.
I don't know.
It's a little chunkier.
I don't know. I don't have to clean it. Am I right, fellas? Because women.
It's women's
What?
work.
All right.
3, for a sore throat or a runny nose, drink warm tea, not hot. Hot tea can make sore throats worse, and so can juice or anything acidic, and obviously don't eat something...
Wait a minute.
scratchy.
Hot tea can make a sore throat worse?
Yeah. So drink warm tea. Let it cool.
warm tea.
Let it
Okay.
cool a little bit. 4, if
So, like the temperature of urine.
if your entire body aches from the flu, eat something with a lot of magnesium like nuts, bananas, beans, leafy greens, and avocados, but avoid caffeine and alcohol because they'll make you dehydrated.
Strike 2 for Stephanie.
And 5, to get rid of a headache.
Why does Aunt Stephanie smell like Christmas all the time?
It's just the gin. To get rid of a headache, drink a full glass of water and see if you feel better in 20 minutes. Sometimes a little caffeine can help too, but you should drink 1 glass of water for every cup of coffee you have. And don't put any artificial sweeteners, where's the word?
Or those.
In it because they tend to make headaches worse. 26-year-old Eleonora Beto of Brooklyn, New York, has been trying to get a divorce from her husband for years. His name is Victor Blood Drozku. I'm not making that up.
Hold on a second. Victor Blood Drozku?
Mm-hmm. They haven't lived together since 2011. She has no idea where he is, and that's been a big problem since her lawyers can't serve him with divorce papers if they can't find him. Even their private investigators weren't able to track him down. But Victor is very active on Facebook. So Eleonora went to court. Victor Blood Drozku.
Sorry.
Right.
Channeling Frankenstein.
Eleonora went to court and asked if she could be the first person ever to serve divorce papers over Facebook. A judge just granted them permission last week, and they sent him
Shut the front door,
in a
really?
Facebook message. So far, he has yet to respond. The judge told them to try 2 more times, and if he still doesn't acknowledge it, the divorce will be official anyway.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Like 2 legal cases away from being able to get divorced just by switching your relationship status on Facebook.
Proving that blood is thicker than Drozku. I don't know.
I don't like that.
No?
No.
I don't like that.
So if you're a 12-year-old boy, or a grown man with the sense of a humor of a 12-year-old
I thought
boy.
you were talking about me.
I know.
So you're a 12-year-old boy?
Yes.
Yep.
This story is for you. 55-year-old Richard Lemieux of Fort Pierce, Florida.
It's Lemieux, by the way.
Whatever, I don't care.
I know Richard. He's a 12-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm. He was extremely drunk last week, ended up in the hospital. While the staff was treating him, he got belligerent and kept harassing the nurses and asking to feel their breasts. He also dropped a few racial slurs because trifecta, right?
Because men.
They wound up discharging him because he was being such a terrible person, and he wandered out onto the street, stopped in the median, and passed out face down in a bush. In other words, he wanted to feel breasts, but wound up...
All right. Really? Really? Okay.
Come on!
I'm going to play you off in a second.
Stop it. American tourists have a reputation of being loud, making a scene, and having trouble blending in with foreign cultures, but this woman makes the rest of us look like angels. A 29-year-old American woman was visiting Thailand last week and rented a car, but she clearly underestimated how difficult it would be to drive on the left side of the road. Because she went the wrong way down a one-way street, clipped a guy on a motorcycle, smashed into 13 cars, and sent
13.
Yep, sent 2 people to the hospital and tried to speed away while the cops chased her. They finally got her to stop by shooting out her tires. Then she refused to get out of the car. They had to break the windshield to get to her. They offered her a deal. If she paid a big fine and covered all the damage, she wouldn't go to jail. She took the deal. And finally...
You're not closing with face down in a bush? Very disappointed.
Bruce Jenner's interview with Diane Sawyer will air as a 2-hour special on Friday, April 24th at 9 p.m. on ABC. Unfortunately, it was taped before Bruce was involved in that fatal accident on February 7th, so he's not going to talk about anything like that. But as everyone knows, the real purpose of the interview is for Bruce to talk about his transition. Speaking of which, Radar Online says he already got some small breast implants, and the surgery was filmed for an upcoming E! reality show, because of course it was. Even a video that they even have a video they claim shows his implants. You really can't see it, but...
I'm surprised by all that. If I'm Bruce Jenner and I'm making a transition, I'm getting a big old rack. I mean, go big or go home, am I right?
You're going to be a bear, be a grizzly.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
That's Leftovers.
107.7 RKR and Haylett Auto and RV in Coldwater.